We are. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. All right, wanted to get this video done as early as possible because I'm seeing the price drop, and it actually dropped quite a bit between me setting up this video in the last 15 minutes. So we are going straight to the charts. We're probably not even going to spend much time on the higher level charts, but I'll take a peek at the weekly chart. That's not good. Let's go to the 4-day chart. The 4-day chart, we have 10 hours to go. Yesterday was really looking good. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Right now, we are back in the zone between two moving averages. I know I added an additional 20% to the position. I am still confident in this addition and that this pullback is going to be reversed, but it needs to be reversed very, very quickly. You can see how the intermediate term moving average suddenly is declining instead of increasing when we were up here above this level. That is really, really important, that we need this moving average to be increasing. It is now going to be decreasing into next candle. So once again, I cannot have the price of Bitcoin close down here below 42,000. If we close below 42,000, I'm going to seriously start considering taking my profit from everything that took place from the low. Can Bitcoin still go down and make new lows? The answer is yes, it can. I just don't think the odds are in favor. So we're definitely staying patient the rest of the day, and we will reevaluate tomorrow in 24 hours when I do another one of these videos, unless something completely crazy happens and I need to go on live, in about 12 hours. Also, tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern time, I will be on Spaces with Bitcoin Magazine. So that's going to be fun. So guys, join Spaces on Twitter, where I'll be on with Bitcoin Magazine. That's the allocation part. Let's talk about the daily chart. The daily chart has pulled back and it has completely covered all of the gains from 2 days ago when the announcement was made that Canada is going to shut down every bank account of anyone who they disagree with politically. That is basically pretty much a declaration of war on its population. That's how I see it. I mean, you need money to survive, and the government decides to take away your access to the banks if they don't like what you say or what you do. And that is basically a giant travesty. And because it's a giant travesty, people need to understand Bitcoin. Bitcoin does fix this. I know everyone is like saying, what's the point of giving Bitcoin to truckers if there's nowhere to accept Bitcoin? Well, that's the same argument we heard back in 2014. What's the point of Bitcoin if no one's accepting Bitcoin? Way more places accept Bitcoin today than in 2014. And the more people that have Bitcoin, the more places will accept Bitcoin. It's a chicken and egg problem, right? If you believe that no one ever accepts Bitcoin, you will never get your hands on Bitcoin. So Bitcoin does solve this problem, but more people need to get on Bitcoin. And the more bank accounts the government takes away, the more people should be fighting back. And the best way to fight back this, a tyrannical use of the banking system is with Bitcoin. So right now, this candle is still not of major concern. However, if we get below this moving average, then I would want to exit my bullish positions. Okay. Now, no matter how I exit these bullish positions, unless, I go for lunch and I come back and the price of Bitcoin is at 36,000, no matter what happens here, this was a profitable trade. But you have to recognize and whether this is going to lead to new all-time highs or not. And if it's not, you need to exit. Okay, this is no different than me entering here with a 20% bullish position and recognizing that that was a mistake and exiting with a tiny, tiny loss. Now, this is way more of a gain than this was a loss. And you got to make sure that you retain that. And anyone that doesn't adjust their thinking of their trade with every single minute of every day, that person is not a trader. I don't know what that person is, but he's not a trader. With every single tick, with every single, like price move, even by $5, it's supposed to slightly alter your view of the future. And anyone that doesn't adjust their positions, I mean, I'm not saying you should be adjusting your positions every 5 minutes, but you should be considering all possible options and how they change with every 5 minutes of other people's trading, moving the price around. So for me, everything changes if we get below the intermediate term moving average. I will probably go back to cash. Probably. I'm not saying definitely, because I don't know what's going to happen. It all depends on how we get below the intermediate term moving average. If we get to below the intermediate term moving average in the first 5 minutes of a 4-day candle versus the last 5 minutes of a 4-day candle, will completely alter what I plan to do with the breach of the intermediate term moving average. Okay. And this is what a lot of people don't understand. A trader's analysis is only as good as the last time they've looked at a chart. Anything I've said about Bitcoin prior to today's video is generally irrelevant, like completely irrelevant. It's all by the last piece of analysis. Now, of course, I can't talk about everything I've talked about before. So there are some things that are probably still hold that I've talked about a month ago. But in general, your analysis is only as good as the last time you looked at a chart. Okay, before we go on with the daily chart, I want to pull up the Unconfiscatable website. People are starting to register, especially for poker. Guys, especially for poker. I wonder if it says how many seats we got left. All right, 11. We have a little bit more than 11. I have to reserve a couple of seats for some prominent people that are a little slow to register. So they've asked me to hold their seats. But poker is selling out. I'll probably add another 10 seats here, but the final few seats are going to be reserved for people that I know are definitely playing, and I want them in that tournament. So you guys better hurry up, because the first year we did this, it actually sold out and there was a wait list, and only one person didn't show up for the tournament, and only one person off the wait list got in. But the wait list was like over 10 people long. So we got 2 weeks to go. Hurry up, guys. We just had like 10 registrations in the last 2 days. So it's filling up quick. If you were thinking of playing, do it now. Settings for the moving averages on a 4-day chart. I'll show them to you. They are 3, 9, and 20 and 30. Right there. 3, 9, and 30. These are settings. Tyler James used to use 2, 7, and 30, but I can't use 2 because I have my code doesn't allow for a 2-day moving 2 period moving average. I also don't see much use in a 2 period moving average. I always argue with Tyler Jenks about that. So I'm using 3, and 3 and 7 is way too close. So I set it to 9. And that seems to be a very good sweet spot. It has done incredibly well for me and these allocations. It doesn't mean it's going to work well in the future, but I'm just saying it's worked pretty damn well so far. Price is still dropping. Interesting. All right, we'll get back to that in a second. Hey guys, come out to Unconfiscatable. Check out our awesome sponsors. I just interviewed Brains, the guys from Slush Pool and Brains. Slush Pool is a product of the Brains parent company. Just like Jade is a product of the Blockstream parent company, and everyone is going to get a Jade when they attend this event. I'll be posting the agenda later this week. People keep asking me, where is everything taking place? Guys, it's all on the website. We tried making the website as useful as possible. So go to the website and you'll usually get all of your information. This is last year's agenda, and we're going to replace that with this year's agenda. All right. Shout out to our media sponsors as well. Okay. Check out the short videos from last year. I have a playlist. This is the Unconfiscatable YouTube channel. And if you go to playlists, we have promo videos here. They're very short. They're like a minute long. So in case you're curious. And we also have the entire Scammy Awards because that was streamed to my YouTube channel. That was never uploaded to the Unconfiscatable YouTube channel. So you can check out the Scammy Awards. We also have like the Scammy Award highlights and the Scammy Award winners recap and Scammy Award nominees. So this is cool little like 1-minute videos of the event. Okay, daily chart. I want to take a look at the funding rate. See, the funding rate continues to favor the bulls. And eventually this is going to flip with a vengeance. So I don't really see this as a big deal that we are continuing to, hold steady and people continue to be scared to get into Bitcoin. The RSI is still good. The MACD is still good. The CMF is still good. And volume is kind of low. So that also favors the bulls a little bit. Let's look at the short-term charts. Whoa, this current 1 hour is not looking good. I don't really know what's going on because I'm streaming. So unless the live chat can tell me something is happening, I don't know. I don't know if there was a news event in the last, 20 minutes. I mean, this just started. This started like here. Though you could have seen it coming on a 10-minute chart. This is a pattern I talk about all the time. And by all the time, I mean all the time. Once you establish a low, and then you back test that low twice, and you come back to that low, there's like an 80% chance it's going to break down. There's an 80% chance it's going to break down. I literally have a graphic for this, though it's not in my free tutorial. It's like the one graphic I didn't put, and I keep forgetting to like edit it. There's a graphic. Oh no, here it is. There's another graphic, but it's basically this pattern where you create a low and then you test it again and then you break it. It's pretty much a straight down breakdown, similar to a descending triangle, cup and handle. It's the same pattern all the time. And I talk about this all the time, that this is very likely to happen on many charts. Oh, that should be TC. Okay. So this is just a breakdown. I don't know what's causing it other than technical analysis. That's all I really have for you. But the 10-minute chart is about to get an MRI buy right now. So if you are a 10-minute chart trader, I don't usually like to, catch a falling knife. But when I try to catch a falling knife, this would be the area where I would do it. Okay. This is the area where I would do it, but not yet. I want to see some strength. I have a call like right now at the top of the hour. So I wish I could walk you through a trade of a falling knife catch, but I can't because I got to get off the stream. So you guys have seen these before. Somewhere on this 10-minute candle, potentially now, I would enter a bullish trade. Off this green line. What I said now is the bullish trade. And my stop loss would be placed somewhere here, probably right below 4,200, my initial stop loss. And now with every new candle's high, I would be raising that stop loss, trying to get it to break even as soon as possible. And my profit take is going to be somewhere either at the moving average, at this red line, or at an MRI sell, or at a stop, or on a stop loss if I keep raising my stop loss. But this is what I would do right now. Okay, just on MRI trade. All right, I gotta get off the I gotta get off the stream. I gotta jump on a call. I'm already late for. Thank you all so much for watching. Join us in Vegas, and I'll see you all soon. Bye, guys.